Saw Ho Chal, Kwang Min, and Park Ju Hung, the top three in this GK order. Scott's first pitch of the night is a fastball that misses inside. It's 1-0.
Just because Geelong hasn't seen him pitch yet. This is now the 12th game against this Aces squad.
Deep fly ball to left field. Well, you can forget about that one. 2 pitches into the game, and Geelong-Korea is on the board. Saw Ho Chal picks on a hanging breaking ball.
Keep on winning, because frankly, that's all that that's all they can do. Harkin hung that breaking ball for Soho Chow, but
the Aces came back to win that game by a run, scored a run in the 8th to tie it, and one more in the 9th to win it. So that's the first run Harkin has allowed in an Aces uniform since joining the team in round 8 in Sydney. Hard hit liner to right, that's down in front of Robson, a base hit. Well, Scott is pitching on short rest today, just 3 days rest.
Do as much preparation for, particularly on this short week. And I like the idea. How long he stays in the game, though, assuming they can get the win against Geelong.
Kwan takes off. Here's a throw from Lavarnway. It's a good one. Tag on the head of the runner Kwan, but in and out of Khalil's glove. He might have been safe anyway.
By Kwang Ming. We'll see it here. Yeah, if he hadn't dropped the ball, he's out.
Park has been a mainstay in this GK lineup all season. Swing and a miss. Good fastball from the Shark there. That's pretty remarkable, especially with as trying of a season it's been for the Aces. The ball gets away from Lavarnway, and Kwan moves up 90 feet, so he's at third now with no outs. 3-2 from Harkin, swing and a miss. Good curveball from Scott. That's a big out, number 1. Here's Song Chan-oi. He homered in all 3 of the games these two teams played at Melbourne Ballpark in round 1. Harkin goes to the curveball to get him over.
He has been nothing else but dominant against Melbourne this year.
Softly hit ground ball to short. Glendinning goes to first. Throws offline, but look at the tag from Darryl George. He got him. The Aces trade the run for the out.
On that play, because obviously you never wanted to get the run home. In a perfect situation, you want to keep the. It might not be in the first inning, but they're certainly used to getting scored on first.
Well, look at Aaron Whitefield track down that ball. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, none left for Geelong in the first. Aces have some work to do, down 2-0 early. We'll head to the bottom. Down 2-0 after the top of the first. Geelong-Korea got 2 off Scott Harkin. Here's a tapper to the left side. No chance at all for Saw, the shortstop. It's an infield hit for Chris Burke. He's now hit safely in 6 straight. The Aces have been on the right side of a lot of those situations lately, as the side-arming right-hander So Jun-Wan gets one over to Glendinning. It's 0-1.
We said it in the pregame show. He is just on an absolute tear. 5 games now, 6 with a hit streak, 7-game on base streak.
1-2. Glendinning sends one into center. That's down in front of Lee. The Aces have their first 2 on in the first. So here's Skoll looking to do some damage. A hard slider over for a strike, 0-1. We'll decide who the second team is from the Southwest Division going to the playoffs. Skoll rips one foul down the line. It's 1-2. 2-2 on Skoll, swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. That's out number 1 in the first.
And I know it's early in this game, but every inning, every pitch is just that much bigger because there is no margin for error anymore.
As intense as it can get for a Sunday afternoon game, you know what I mean? The Sunday afternoon games usually have the chill vibe. The Aces in heat going after that final spot in the Southwest Division. George sends one in the air. Right field. Park is there, makes the grab. Both runners bluff a tag, throw back to second, and Burke made it back.
That seemed like it was deep enough in right field, but I get that you don't want to risk it. George just a little late, though, on that throw, and a really, really strong throw by Park Ju-hong.
Adelaide, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they only have a 1-game lead over Perth for the division crown. Huge gust of wind here as Lavarnway swings and pops one up right side. See who wants it, and it's Song who makes the grab, fighting that wind gust.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a storm is coming.
Lee Jin Young, the center fielder, the leadoff man here in the second. Swing and a miss there. Good pitch from Harkin, 2-2. one from Harkin, swing and a miss. Back-to-back fastballs up in the zone from Scott. And he's got another strikeout, giving 2 in the game. 1 out, no one on. Here's Kim Ju-sung. Harkin working quickly, just pumping that fastball. The Aces had Burke and Glendinning on back-to-back singles to start the bottom of the first, but the next 3 batters made out. No rain as of yet. Breaking ball, sent in the air, shallow right center.
Sorry, yeah, it's Mateo. That's
like Whitefield's comfortable there. Makes the grab, camps under it.
Sorry, yeah, we just switched out.
2 up, 2 down in the second.
Kim Ju-sung was fouling just about everything off. Changed his game plan on there.
Harkin continues to work quick, pumps the fastball in the outer half. It's 0-2. Good crowd on hand tonight on a Tuesday. Harkin's 0-2, sent to right, but Robson's there, makes the grab, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Scott Harkin. Dale, the hottest hitter on the team. He's riding a 6-game hitting streak. He's hit safely in 11 of his last 12 as well. 1-0, Dale rips one in the air, left field, that one's deep. O goes back, and that one sails over the wall. Fire me up, Jared Dale. A leadoff homer here in the second, and the Aces cut the deficit in half. Well, for Dale, it's his 2nd homer of the season. Give him 6 RBIs now. And it's his 8th extra base hit overall.
We've seen a lot more of as the course of the season has gone on.
3-2 again, swing and a miss. Second strikeout for So, 1 out in the second, and that brings up Whitefield. And a couple hits in the series against Adelaide, his former team. And it looks like he's got another one here. He dumps one into right for a base hit. Big turnaround first. He's headed for second. Here's the throw, and it's well in time. Whitefield thrown out for out number 2.
He would have been fine just staying with a single. He's a guy who could steal bases so easily, but you got to give Park Ju-hong credit. Hat coming up, he saved a double with the throw, with the route.
Try to get in scoring position out of the gates. Khalil takes a breaking ball. 1-1 to Khalil. He rips one foul. It's 1-2. 1-2. Sent in the air, right center. Hit well, but right at Lee, who falls down making the grab. Might have been battling the wind out there.
For Kim, 220 average, just 4 RBIs. He won't get another one there as Harkin gets him down swinging. First pitch swinging again for GK. That's Soho Chal, who has every reason to be aggressive after he fouls that one.
Most of his pitches tonight have been that fastball.
That is not. That is a breaking ball that So swings and misses at, and it's 1-2. Harkin looking to give the fans something to be excited about. 2-2. Hit on the ground to first. That's going to leak through for a base hit. 3rd hit of the day for Geelong. 2nd off the bat of Soho Chal. They do that better than just about anyone. 2-0, fouled into the netting behind home plate, and now it's 2-1.
Playing the mind games, too.
2-1, off goes the runner. Pitch misses for a ball. On the money from Lavarnway, but it bounces right behind Robbie Glendinning. To Kwang Min.
42 steals now for this GK team.
And if you counted that, I'm sure it would be a bit higher than 42, as the fastball misses inside. And off go the batting gloves. Kwang Min is on with the 1-out walk. 2 best power hitters currently on the roster, as the pitch fouled away by Park Ju-hong. The wind blowing the netting, blowing the dirt just about everywhere here at Melbourne Ballpark. 0-1's a curve, settles on the outside corner for a called strike 2.
Pitchers, when they're pitching from behind, just worry about limiting the damage.
That's a good way to do it. Getting Park Ju-hong to get an ugly swing on a nasty curveball on a pitch that, if it was hit, it would have just been a dribbler. That's what you want. First pitch to Song Chan-oi, hit high in the air, dropping lower in a left center field, but still an easy play for Aaron Whitefield to finish off the 3rd inning in a 2-1 ball game here on Tuesday Night Baseball. First pitch to Burke, in there for a called strike. Was trying to come to the ballpark on this Tuesday night. As So deals, Burke fouls it back, 1-2. A full count to the Aces leadoff man. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. Now Robbie Glendinning, who's 1 for 1 on the day, comes up to the plate. An check swing over to short. Easy play for Soho Chal, out number 2. Coming up to the plate. Struck out in his first at bat, as this one is chopped foul. The 0-1 to Skoll. Breaking ball, just catching the outside corner. In his 20th game for Melbourne, he's 21 for 72 on the year. Second strikeout of the day, though, as So Jun-Won gets him swinging to end the inning. 2-1 inning here in the fourth inning. Oh Jong-han leads off the fourth, fouls that into the Aces dugout, count 0-1. Solo shot by Soho Chal. Kwang Min with a single. 0-2 now to 0. He swings and misses. It's strike three. Harkin has really settled down.
To how he reacted to giving up the home run and the single early. Yeah, like you said, it's just the top two guys in the lineup who've gotten on base. Everybody else, 3 through 9, he's just mowed through them.
And now he's got the 6-hitter for GK as Lee Jin Young fouls one away. Full count, the pitch. Early swing. This is looped into left center field, and that's going to fall in for a bloop single. Lee Jin Young, the first hit behind the 2 spot. And now each team has 4 hits. A bloop single where he was way out in front of it.
I'll just go grab it. Yeah.
As Harkin slowing himself down a little bit. Fouled away by Kim. It's 0-2. A lot of baseball this season for GK. 0-2. Curveball hitting the air out to center field. Whitefield easing under it and making the grab. A quick throw to first base off the bag, and it wouldn't have been in time anyway. But a good idea by Whitefield to put the pressure on Lee Jin Young. Now, the wind, as heavy as it is, it can't be easy to play in the outfield as the curveball settles in for a strike to Cho Hyung-woo. Catcher also making his first appearance against Melbourne. 0-1, cut on and missed. A breaking ball gets by him for 0-2. Definitely has more of the plate open. Off goes the runner. 2-2 is chopped over to short. Glendenning Fields throw to first ends the inning. They're still spilling in for a crucial ending to round 1. Darryl George leads off the inning. A sliding stop at 7 by Kim. And the first out in the inning since joining the team for round 7 in Canberra. That time he lines one just fair down the left field line. Lavarnway is going to run around first as the ball rolls into the corner. He'll head to second, and Lavarnway is the tying run on second base with a 1-out double.
You know, this is a guy who just knows the strike zone so well. Such good bat speed. I mean, look at that. Just rips it right down the line, kept it fair. Now the tying run's in scoring position with only 1 out.
Man, did he have a good round against Adelaide. 1-0. Hit high in the air and foul. So Jun-Won deals. Fastball zips into the inside corner, fills up the count at 3-2. Full count to Dale. So deals. Dale grounds that one to short. Easy play for Soho Chal. Dale sprinting towards first, but is beaten by a step. A nice throw from Soho Chal for out number 2. 2 of them in this ballpark, 2 of them against Geelong. As first pitch in there for a called strike. The 2-1. Hit on the ground, right back to the pitcher. So underhand flip to first for out number 3. And once again, the Aces leave a runner stranded in scoring position.
I think it did. I had a tail move.
Just blew you right up the stairs. You didn't even move your legs.
I think it definitely helped on Dale's home run. I do think the wind actually had it out sort of towards left field.
1-1. Kim hits it on a line and bounces past the glove of Jared Dale into left for a base hit. Kim holds up after heading past first base.
Been a lot of hard hits, John.
Yeah, each team has been swinging the bat real well today. It's officially marked down as Geelong's 6th hit. Geelong getting their first series win against Melbourne when they were on the road. Hot shot to second. Khalil Fields to Glendenning for 1. It's picked by Darryl George. Double play.
Look at it, Josh. And it's one thing we saw in that last series. Darryl George, absolutely.
So a 2-0 count with 2 outs to Kwang Min. The DH for GK as he gets a curveball from Harkin. Just easy. 2-1. Hit hard. George diving, and he knocks it down, but there's no one at first base. Harkin a bit late on the coverage, and George may have just saved a double with a diving stop. And granted, I've only really seen him on a baseball field, but he's just always happy when he's on a baseball field. Bat, glove in his hand. A really good-natured, happy guy like that. He just seems at his happiest here at Melbourne Ballpark. 1-2. curveball chopped up the middle over the head of Harkin. Khalil grabs it, misses the tag, throws to first, and there's the out. Yeah, I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. I'm going to need an extra suitcase to bring some fun stuff home for my family as Whitefield tails this one out of bounds. Oh, he wouldn't be caught dead wearing a Yankee hat. Whitefield hits this one high in the air out to left field. Oh Jong-han chasing towards the foul line, diving, and he won't make the play. Whitefield speeds around first into second base, and a leadoff double for Aaron Whitefield.
But I'm not sure with that wind.
Yeah, the wind really took this one.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was on the warning track initially, and Oh Jong-han just kept trying to find it. First pitch into Khalil, and it's an 0-1 count. No matter where he's put in the infield. 0-1 slider in there for a strike.
Yeah,
Khalil
it's a
swings
nice
and
pitch.
misses. I don't think there's a better seat in the house, in any house, than those. 0-2. Khalil lets it go. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Right next to second base, I think partly to hold Whitefield on, but also because that's where Burke hit that game-tying single.
Look at that.
Right into the shift. Whitefield to third. Soho Chal throws out Burke at first base. Did an updated look at that stat, but it's Robbie Glendinning who inside outs the first pitch. Right past the turf in the outfield. Song Shan Oi makes the grab, and the Aces unable to bring home the runner on a leadoff double.
So Peter Moylan's first move to the bullpen tonight brings on the southpaw Kennedy on this punt 1-2-3 pitching change, and on one pitch, he's got one out. Glendinning over to George, and Song Chan Oi, one of the best hitters in the league this season, is retired. Well, that's massive. One of the most trusted weapons out of Moylan's pen. He's pitched in each of the last 4 games now, so you know a lot of talent on this GK team. 1-2 the count, the pitch from Kennedy. Hot shot to the right side, that's through for a base hit. So Oh Jong-han picks up his first hit of the night. One out base runner for Lee Jin-young. Well, it's nice to see a guy be able to get out of innings quickly and not need to throw a lot of pitches. Short lead for the man on first, swing and a miss. Nasty changeup down and in.
Good pitch.
This time he gave up 2 runs. Both came in the first inning. Here's a ground ball to second, could be 2. Khalil to Glendinning, over to George for the second time tonight. It's an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, and the Aces are out of another inning with a 0 on the board. Aces trailed Geelong-Korea 2-1 in a makeup game from round 1. Big game for the Aces as they need this win.
You don't want to lose this one and then have to trudge over to Perth and face them. And Scholes really struggled tonight at the plate.
There's the 1-2 pitch to Skull, swing and a miss. So he's down on strikes for the 3rd time. And if the Aces do in this inning, it would at least tie the game. The Aces are 0-8 when they score 2 runs or less this season. 1 right now. Pitch to George is over. It's 0-1. Next pitch to Darrell. 2 out of play. The entire round 5 series at Auckland was wiped out. George rips one through the hole into right field, a base hit. So he picks on an 0-2 fastball and sends one through.
Yeah, 14 hits total, 3 runs total.
2-0 to Lavarnway. There's a strike on the outer half. You know, what was it like, you know, in Lavarnway's case, you know, catching this pitcher or facing this pitcher in the big leagues, things like that? Ryan, the latest to join the bunch. 2-2 sent through the hole into left. Back-to-back base hits from George and Lavarnway. Aces got something cooking here. The tying and go-ahead runs are on base in the 6th. Aces down a run, bottom 6. Pitch from So. He's got that breaking ball that he drops on the outer half of these righties.
Remarkable, isn't it?
You got to fight for those runs when you got the chance. Dale takes another one.
Good pitch there, coming back.
3-2. Dale sends one on the ground to third. This could be 2 to second for 1. It pulled. Oh, here comes the runner home. George tries to score. The throw to the plate. In and out of the glove of the catcher, Cho, and he's safe. The Aces tie the game on a wild play. Osborne's out at second on the fielder's choice.
That's a very strange play because Osborne thought he was out by a mile, so he's going to break it up. He slides early. The throw is off the base. He could have been safe if he'd done a normal slide. George is probably out here if the catcher holds onto the ball, but Joe loses it right there. And we get a tie game.
Dale bluffs a steal attempt. Robson drops one down, and it's handled by the pitcher. So 1-3 on the putout, and the inning is over, which forced the second baseman for Geelong-Korea, Kim, to go off the bag, then step on second. And then by that time, George was headed home. John Kennedy out for another inning. He threw just 9 pitches to get 3 outs in the 6th. And now there's a single up the middle from Kim Ju-sung. And just like that, the go-ahead run's back on base for Geelong-Korea here in the 7th. Scott Harkin started for the Aces, 5 innings of 2-run ball, struck out 5, and walked just 1. Well, now Kennedy out for a second inning of relief. Here's a ground ball, could be 2. Dale over to Khalil. George at first throws off line, so they don't get 2, but they get the lead man. Might still be who it is. We'll double check. Now they are pinch hitting. It's Kim Tae-yin.
52, yes.
Kim Tae-yin pinch hitting. Next one from Kennedy, fouled back.
Tight game, a lot on the line.
It's essentially playoff baseball in the regular season. Well, this one's sent in the gap into right center. Extra bases for the pinch hitter for Geelong-Korea. And the runner is held up at third. Tag at second just late. Now the Aces will try to cut this run off, bring the infield halfway. Swing and a miss. Good one there to the leadoff man, Saw. Huge spot in the game. The Aces looking for a shutdown frame after they scored in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch from Kennedy, fouled back. So now he's got 2 strikes on him. Could really use a punch out. ERA down to 2.81 for John, looking to keep it dipping. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Kennedy, and he gets that strikeout. So there's the no contact we wanted.
There it is.
Huge out number 2.
Of course, this next guy, Kwon, 2 for 2 with a walk.
The Aces go to the bullpen again, and Peter Moylan brings on left-hander Evan Rutsky, who is the most used pitcher on this pitching staff this season, at least out of the bullpen. Another lefty on deck.
Exactly.
There's another breaking ball, and so he trusts the curveball 2-0, and he gets it over. Here's the 3-1. That breaking ball's over. It's 3-2. A really good curveball there. Rutsky readies his payoff. We'll see what he comes with. The 3-2. Breaking ball ripped off his glove out to short. Glendinning barehands it, throws to first. He got him.
What a play.
A 1-6-3 putout ends the inning. Rutsky saved 1 run, maybe 2. Right here. Hot shot right back at him on a curveball. He almost caught it.
Yeah.
Knocked it down. Glendinning barehands it. It almost hit the base, but another break that you're talking about, Ed, goes the Aces' way.
New pitcher on the mound as well for Geelong-Korea.
Whitefield tries a bunt on the first pitch of the bottom of the 7th. First batter he faces is a 2-time Helms Award winner, Aaron Whitefield. 0-1, make it 0-2 after that foul ball. Here's the 3-2 again. Popped up, right side of the diamond, foul ground. Is it going to stay in play? It does. The catcher Cho makes the grab. Featured 3 one-run wins for the Aces. 2 in walk-off fashion. Grounded to third, and that's foul. 3-1, it got Khalil in the head. To the Aces, and the Aces win tonight. Then they're out of the playoffs completely. 4-pitch walk to Chris Burke, and that pushes the go-ahead run to scoring position.
How about that?
In the infield for GK. 1-0, Glendinning takes a strike, so he finally gets one over. 2-1, swinging I think a foul tip into the glove, and it was. Left on right for Robbie, the 3-2 again. That's down, ball 4. Wow, that is a great eye from Glendinning.
That's an incredible eye.
O's slowed down his pace. 1-0, Skull flicks it out of play, foul. Pinched in for Geelong-Korea, double play depth up the middle. 1 out, here's the 2-1 to Skull. Another foul ball, it's 2-2. 32 pitches in the inning for Rowe, he still has just 1 out. Here's the 2-2 to Skull. Ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Here comes Khalil. Here comes Burke. 2-run single for Jake Skull, and the Aces double the lead. It's 4-2.
Has not looked comfortable at the plate. Steps up, drills that, brings in 2 runs. Aces have a 2-run lead in the bottom of 7. And still only 1 out.
Khalil scores, Burke scores, Glendinning to third, and Skoll picked up second on the throw.
Great camera shot there from our crew.
The Aces, Geelong-Korea makes the decision to intentionally walk Darrell to load the bases and set up the force anywhere. JD doubled, singled twice, and walked in 4 plate appearances on Sunday. So he's hot with the bat. 1-0, there's a strike. 1-1, JD swings over it.
Fooled him on that one.
9 hits in the game for the Aces. 2-strike pitch sent in the air, deep center field. This should get an insurance run in. Lee gets behind it, makes the grab. Glendinning tags. The throw is cut off. Glendinning scores an insurance run, and the Aces lead it 5-2 here in the 7th. Well, they tried to nab the runner at second. That's Skoll. They tried to get him and tag him before the run scored, but Skoll got back. I mean, medium depth out there in center, and I said off the bat, it should be deep enough. Pitch to Dale, fastball over. It's 1-1. Still traffic on the bases, 2 on with 2 down. 5-2 Aces lead as Dale scorches one down the left field line, but that hook's foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Dale chases, but the ball gets away from the catcher, Cho. Here's the throw down to first. It's in time to get him. So the inning ends on a strikeout and a 2-3 putout. We've talked about it all season, the resilience of this team. It's pretty fun to watch right now. And not only the team resilience, but individually. You look at Jake Skoll.
Now Park Ju-hong leading off the 8th. 0-1 count to him. A lefty-on-lefty matchup for Rutsky, who gets a called strike 2 with a fastball on the outside corner. Rutsky from the center of the rubber, kicks and deals. Waving a whiff, strike 3 for the 3rd time today.
That's huge to come out of the inning in which the Aces score 3.
Both of them have hurt the Aces this season. Swing and a miss. Rutsky is on the money. Song Chanoy hit 3 home runs in the 3 games at the start of this round 1. Payoff pitch. Weakly hit over to first base. George fields it, tags the bag for out number 2. 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner. 2 fastballs right in the same part of the zone there. 1-1 count to the lefty O. Rutsky deals. Breaking ball, another pitch, painting the outside corner. Fans clapping to egg Rutsky on. Called strike 3. 2 Ks in the 8th for Evan Rutsky. And he sends Geelong down in order. Lee Jun-hyuk will face off against 8, 9, and 1. Jacob Robson, only ace who didn't bat in the 7th. He takes a called strike. 5-2 the score, 9 hits apiece. And the pitch, called a strike on the outside corner. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Consecutive days, short rest. I mean, any way you slice it, McGraw just continues to get on the mound, and partly because he's earned that right. The 3-1 now to Whitefield. He lets it go. It bounces on home plate. An appeal to first, and they say he went around for the payoff pitch. Whitefield will head to first base. A really close pitch on the outside corner for Lee Jun-hyuk. And George Khalil up at the plate. As this one is hit out in the air to left, Oh Jung-han, easy play, easy catch for the second out of the inning. In double play depth, essentially, even though there are 2 outs. Whitefield's inching towards second, but Burke takes a first pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Off goes Whitefield. Burke hammers this high out into right field. On the track is Park Ju-hong, and about 2 steps in front of the warning track, he makes the catch to end the inning. It all comes down to this for the Aces. A 3-run lead and the most reliable arm on the mound to do it. Dan McGraw. Next pitch in there for a called strike to Kim. Interesting move to go with the lefty against the lefty McGraw. Breaking ball, that's a curve in there for a called strike 2. 22nd game of the season for Kim, 3 homers, 13 RBIs, and now the 1-2. Hit in the air out to right. Khalil under it. 1 out. 2 outs away from setting that up. Kim Ju-sung hits this one out to left field. Going back is Burke. On the track, he leaps, and it's off the wall. Kim will stand up at second base with a double. Whitefield challenges him with the throw. Allows just his second base hit since becoming the Aces closer. And it's just a well-hit ball. Burke was tracking really well, and a really good angle to see how close this was. Just over his glove, a little bit under Ram. 1-0. That is hit high in the air, foul down the left field line. And McGraw will look at second base. He deals. Slice to first, fielded in fair territory. George flips back to first for the out. McGraw covering. And Kim Ju-sung moves into third base. The Aces 1 out away. Tae-yeon at the plate. High pop up to right. Robson giving chase in foul territory, and that will do it. Jacob Robson seals the victory for the Aces, and Melbourne stays alive this season.